Hello, this is James. I just got done talking with you about insurance just a tad bit, those three different options. Uh, what I'm going to do is, since you only kind of have two patients that are accepting insurance, I'm going to show you kind of a basic overlay of what you can do right now for them. So first off, what you're going to do is, so I have my patients list, and keep in mind that all these patients are fake, so none of this information that you're seeing right here is actually real. It's just a demo account. So there's me. So what you're going to do is click on me, and you can click on patient details, and you see the little insurance tab. Click on the insurance tab, and that's where you can add their insurance. And so be sure you get all their information. Everything with a red asterisk is what's needed. Right here it says insurance card. You can take a picture or scan it in, and you'll click to upload. It'll take from your actual hard drive itself. So get all this information. Most of this information right here that you see can be answered in a questionnaire that you can build. So I'll just show you that really quickly. So go to settings, go to questionnaires. I'm going to do a new questionnaire. And what I'm going to show you is I click on add items. And what I'm going to click on is a type. And type, I'm going to change it to primary insurance details. That's where I can pretty much derive all my patient's insurance information from here. Inside this, what we call a widget, is a bunch of questions that are inside that will attain that insurance information that you need. Now, most times patients don't have that insurance information on them at home. So what they'll do is they'll probably come to your practice with a card, and you'll just have to input that information in their patient details. But now that we got the patient's insurance information, we can go from here. So what I'm going to do is do a chart note. I'm going to add a CPT code and a DX code real quickly, and then we'll go into the billing section. So here I am. I'll go to open new encounter. I'm just going to do a SOAP right now under a chart note. Let's add a couple CPT codes right now. So a couple of these right here. I'm going to save them. Then under chart notes, I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to look under DX codes. So let me just add a couple of DX codes. These can be arbitrary DX codes that have nothing to do with the actual CPT code itself. So just one moment. Add those two. So these are my two ICD-9 codes. Under insurance, sometimes they want those DX codes to be mapped to the actual CPT code. So it explains why the procedure that was done and what it's cost. So what you can do is you go back to procedure codes, click on this DX, and or just a reminder, you can also do this within the claim itself too. But click on DX, and as you see, there's related diagnosis. So I'm saying that this code is related to this diagnosis code. And then I'll click update. If you need to add modifiers, you can, but right now you don't have to worry about that. So I'll click update. Now the DX pointer is pointed to A, and then I'd probably have this one selected to B, and then B, and I'll just click save. So now I've added my CPT codes and my DX codes. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm just going to sign the chart note. So I'll click sign. Little box right here says one time you cannot edit this encounter. That's not entirely true. You can always click on unlock, give a reason why you're unlocking the chart note itself. The reason will be down below as an addendum. It doesn't really matter. It'll bring you back into chart note. You'll make the necessary changes you need to, and then go from there. So getting back on board, I've added the DX code. I've also added the CPT code. I'm going to go to billing. And I'm going to see the chart note. So here I am, James Miles. There's the chart note. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a claim. So I've already attained James Miles' information in regards to insurance. So I'll click on the wheel again. I'm going to click new invoice so I can actually invoice the patient. The reason why I have a patient's credit is because before then I had James Miles give me $1,000 for like a set of encounters, and I want I want to invoice against that payment he gave me. But right now I'm just going to click that off. So pretend that this is not here. The next thing is you see where it says insurance. There's where my insurance information will be. The copay, deductible, that will be displayed right here. You'd see numbers in that case. So let me see if there's anything. There just wasn't information put in for this one. But let's say the copay is like 20 bucks and they met their deductible somehow, so 135 was their deductible somehow. So let me click off that. And so I'm going to say pay copay. If you click on pay copay and there's a copay up top that has an amount, that will be that will automatically default up here. Let's say like 20 bucks. So let's do $20 right now. I'll just say cash. Usually they have $20 in cash. And I'll scroll down and I'll click approve. Now this invoice is going to say partially paid up top. See where it says partially paid? 135 is still the amount. The amount due is 115 because they paid with their copay. The next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually generate this as a claim. So I need to click on the wheel again, and then there's where I see all these options. I mentioned submit to RCM. This is where you could submit to RCM from invoices if you need to. I think right now RCM may not be the best choice for you because it would be a little expensive for you to pay $300 just for 2 patients. But for right now, I think the best part is just for you to generate the claim yourself. So just click on generate claim. You're going to go through 3 pages of information. The patient info, of which you've already collected about the patient, their insurance details and everything like that. So that should be all correct. Click next. Don't worry about this box. I get this box because the insurance information I put in regards to that patient is not totally correct. I don't want to put real information in. There's procedure and DX. As you can see right here, there's the procedure code. There's the diagnosis pointers I talked about. If that needs to change, just click on the little note right here, and then that's where you can do the little changes you need to in regards to that claim. I can go through here, look at there, okay, that's fine. You see right here, amount paid copay is still 20 bucks. The amount that's still owed is 115. I'll click next again. Okay, that looks all fine to me, and I click finish. Okay. Now I need to, within Charm, I need to say, okay, I've submitted the claim within Charm, and I need to actually get the CMS 1500 form. So what I'm going to do is go to claims. And okay, there's the date, there's the invoice, there's the payer name, everything like that. I can see that the status has still not been submitted. My next part, what I'm going to do is create a CMS 1500 form. That's your basic claim report that you can submit to payers. So I can click on the wheel, and I'm going to click on download CMS 1500 work form with claim data, and it can be an electronic that I can send to the insurance. Or if I still want to deal with papers, I can print claim data on CMS 1500 form. One thing to keep in mind, when you click on print claim data on CMS 1500 form, those slips are pink. So you need to pick up those pink CMS 1500 forms in which they will, all that data will be directly mapped into that claim. So let me show you what that looks like. So if I click on print claim data on CMS 1500 form, you're going to see a pink example of the form that's going to look like. Oh, you're just going to see the data now. Okay, it doesn't show up anymore. But this is what it looks like if you had that pink form in your printer, and all this information would be printed on there. They're just pink slips. That's all they are. Nothing else is special about them. And then another thing is, so if I click on download print CMS 1500 form, that's just an electronic form. And then there's that pink slip that I talked about. So health insurance claim form. This is what a CMS 1500 form looks like. What I'd be doing is I downloaded it, it's on my hard drive, and now I'm going to submit it to the payer. So once I download it and I submit it to the actual insurance for it to get processed and for the patient to get their money back because they came and saw you, they're going to send, basically, they'll send the patient a post EOB, and they'll send you back some, I guess, adjustments to the actual claim itself too, and those will be against the CMS 1500 form. So let me change this from not submitted to submitted. So I click on change status, and as you see, I have all these options that I can choose from. So in my case, I've submitted to payer, and I'll click OK. Now the claim has been submitted to payer. Okay, now let's say the claim comes back and it has some adjustments, like not everything was paid for, right? So what I can do is click on the wheel, and where it says adjust payment / edit write-off. I can click on either one of these, so I'll just click on that one. There is the actual claim itself, what the payment was applied, everything like that. I can click edit. And there is where I can do the adjustments in regards to the CPT codes of how much the insurance paid for each one of them. Sometimes insurance doesn't pay for all of what's due on the $85 or $50. So you'll do those adjustments over here, whether it was contractual, a withhold amount, whatever. It'll say in that claim, everything like that, and you'll just click on these. And then sometimes it'll leave you even more with the patient responsibility in regards to that CMS, to that CPT code as well. So there's balance, $65. So what I'll say is that it was, I guess, not covered. And I'll say that they still owe like $65. And then this will be reflected onto their patient's balance as well. So you'll see that they have a patient balance in regards to James Miles, that person still owes that amount of money. Let's click update. And as you can see, there's the patient responsibility is still $65 against this invoice, okay? But most of the time, I think in your case, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think what's going to happen for you is that you're going to generate the CMS Athena form, submit it to the insurance. Since it's only like 2 patients, I see this not getting denied a lot at all. And once you submit that, that payment will go through and you receive a check from insurance for that payment that the patient still owes you, okay? All right, so this is a quick little video. Let me know if you have any questions. I can get back to you as soon as I can.